There comes a point in life when you realize not everyone deserves your help. Not everyone is worthy of your energy, your time, or your compassion, and that's not cold. That's clarity. Because if you spend your life trying to save everyone, you will eventually lose yourself. So let's talk about the 7 types of people you must stop helping. The people who, no matter how much you give, will never grow because they don't want to. And this isn't about judgment. It's about discernment. 1. The lazy, you know the type. They're always talking, always planning, always dreaming, but never doing. They expect the world to hand them success, comfort, and abundance without effort. And if you try to help them, if you offer your time, your resources, your knowledge, they'll take it again and again. But they won't apply it. They'll call it bad luck. They'll blame the system. They'll say things like, "It's just not my time." But the truth is, they're not willing to put in the work. And helping them doesn't elevate them. It enables them. Every time you rescue someone who won't even try, you send them a message that your energy is cheaper than their effort. But your energy is not cheap, and your time is not disposable. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is step back. Let them feel the weight of their own inaction. Because rock bottom builds more character than 100 helping hands ever could. 2. The ungrateful. You help, you give, you show up, and in return, nothing. No thanks, no acknowledgement. Sometimes even resentment, because in their mind, your help was either expected or never enough. Ungrateful people have a mindset of entitlement. They believe the world owes them. And when you step in to assist, they don't see it as generosity. They see it as payment. The danger, over time, they chip away at your self-worth. They train you to believe that your value only exists in what you produce, not who you are. Helping the ungrateful leads to emotional exhaustion. And worse, it teaches you to lower your standards for appreciation. Give your heart to people who notice, who cherish, who say thank you without being prompted. Don't waste your kindness on those who chew it up and spit it out. 3. The proud and arrogant. This is the person who thinks they know it all. They pretend they don't need help, but secretly crave attention. They will never admit they're wrong. They'll never truly receive your wisdom because they believe they're above it. Trying to help the arrogant is like pouring water into a cup that's already full with ego. They'll take your insight, twist it, mock it, or worse, use it and never credit you. Why? Because in their story, they're always the genius. Everyone else is the student. Their pride is armor, a disguise for insecurity. But if they won't take it off, your help can't reach them. Helping the proud often leads to feeling inferior. Even when you were the one with the solution, save your wisdom for those who are humble enough to listen. Because true growth only happens when ego steps aside. 4. The wicked and sinful. This is darker, but it must be said. Some people are not just lost, they are destructive, not because of ignorance, but by choice. They manipulate, lie, cheat, and harm others, and they do it without remorse. You may think you're helping them by showing compassion, by trying to love them into change, but what you're really doing is shielding them from the consequences of their actions. The wicked feed on your empathy. They'll cry crocodile tears, make false promises. They'll pretend to change just long enough to regain access to your energy. But the cycle will repeat. These are the people who must face the mirror alone, because only truth, not your sympathy, can spark repentance. Sometimes turning away is the most loving thing you can do. Let justice teach the lesson you cannot. Remember, Helping the wrong person can delay your purpose. So guard your light. Now, before we move on to it, comment below if you agree with any of these so far, and let us know your experiences with each of them. We explored 4 types of people you must stop helping: the lazy, the ungrateful, the proud and arrogant, and the wicked and sinful. Each of them drains your energy, distorts your kindness, and pulls you away from your purpose. But we're not done. There are still 3 more types of people you must be vigilant about. People who may not look dangerous at first glance, but helping them can quietly dismantle your spirit. So let's finish this journey. 5. The fool. A fool is not someone who lacks intelligence. A fool is someone who refuses to learn. You can explain. You can guide. You can even walk them step by step through the path to a better life. But they'll still choose the worst option. Not once, not twice, but over and over and over again. Fools don't want truth. They want comfort. And if the truth makes them uncomfortable, they reject it. They live in loops. And when you try to help them, you get sucked into the same cycle. Their chaos becomes your chaos. Their downfall becomes your distraction. Proverbs says, "Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you yourself will be like him." It's not your job to wake someone who's pretending to be asleep. Help the teachable, but leave the fool to his lessons. 6. The dishonest and manipulative. These people wear masks. They speak sweetly, act humbly, and play the part until they get what they want. And then the truth shows. They lie without flinching, twist facts to suit their story, use your empathy like a tool to open your heart, and then exploit what's inside. Helping them feels like progress at first. They make promises, they cry, they claim they've changed. But what they really want is access. Access to your energy, your trust, your resources. They drain you while convincing you it's your fault they're not thriving. And the worst part, they make you question your sanity. These people don't just betray, they corrupt. They redefine your idea of love, trust, and help. So the best thing you can do, shut the door, lock it, throw away the key. You're not cruel, you're clear. You don't owe anyone unlimited access to your peace. 7. The unrepentant. They don't say sorry unless they're caught. They don't change unless it benefits them. They don't reflect. They deflect. The unrepentant don't need help. They need consequences. These are the ones who do harm, get confronted, and double down. They play the victim. They rewrite history. They make you feel guilty for daring to hold them accountable. You help them once, and they expect it again. You forgive them, and they betray you deeper. You extend grace, and they see it as weakness. But grace without truth becomes enabling, and love without accountability becomes abuse. Helping the unrepentant doesn't change them. It only delays the moment when life gives them the wake-up call they ignored from you. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is, "I believe you're capable of more, but I won't stand by while you choose less," not out of hate, but out of self-respect. Helping others is sacred. It's an act of love, a gift of energy, a reflection of your heart. But misdirected compassion is dangerous. When you pour into the wrong people, your own well runs dry. You lose focus. You lose peace. You lose yourself. So be kind, but be wise. Help the willing. Support the humble. Encourage the growing. But let go of the lazy. Step back from the proud. Protect yourself from the manipulative. Because not everyone you lose is a loss. And not everyone you stop helping is left behind. Sometimes, when you stop saving others, you finally save yourself. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you've experienced any of these types in your life, drop a comment and let me know how you set your boundaries. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Keep growing, keep shining, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. Until next time, take care of you.